Hey guys, I'm the American Child and welcome to Epic Final Fantasy IV. Some of you may remember this from a couple months ago. Actually, I don't even think it's a few months ago. I think it was maybe like 6 months. Anyway, some of you may remember this from like 6 months ago. I recorded some parts of this and then I deleted it off my channel. Why, I hear you ask? Because I didn't think those were very good. I thought they were cringeworthy, didn't have any editing in them. Now, most of you are probably going to say, oh, it's your first video, of course it's going to be cringy. Well, I didn't want it like that. It may sound dumb, but I like to have things perfect. Anyway, this is going to be a full, informative playthrough of Epic Battle Fantasy IV, filled with monster bios, boss bios, and a 100% run, including bonuses from the Battle Mountain, and many other things such as medals and how to get them. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Okay, for those scenes, if you want me to talk with the text, like if you want me to read the text, or do you want me to just like maybe not do that, instead of do what I just did, leave it on there for a little bit and then skip through it. Anyway, for this one, I'm going to be using there are two map movements, keyboard and mouse. Mouse is what you expect, just move around with your mouse like this. Keyboard is a little bit different, as you can imagine. Move around with your keyboard keys. I am not going to do one of those. I'm going to do mouse, because I feel it's more comfortable. However, most of you are going to have your preferences. Now, a little bit about this game. This game is one of my favorite Flash games ever. I started this series with Epic Battle Fantasy 1, and I've been following the game series ever since. If you haven't checked out Matt Rozak and Irina, I think that's how you pronounce it, please go check them out. They're really good. Anyway, weapon shop's back here. If you want to, you can get a couple of secret treasure chests by going behind it and getting a secret treasure chest along with a key item, one of your first key items, Speckled Egg. Actually, technically that isn't your first key item. Your first key item is actually your old boots, which allow you to walk. If you didn't have those, you wouldn't be able to play the game. That would suck. And if I remember correctly, I don't think there's anything you can do right over here. At the moment, yeah, you can. That's actually a dungeon where we have to go to at a certain point in time. However, that is going to come by for a long time. And I mean long. I mean, nothing really important here except for maybe a couple of key items, maybe a bit of food. Oh, what? I mean, Anna hasn't done it yet, but you aren't wrong. Anyway, this is the material shop. Our materials, certain things, like some of them are actually weapons that you can actually use in battle, which I will be going over once we actually get into a battle. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Oh god, where was it? Oh yeah, right here. The little red bar where I'm highlighting. That is an SP bar, or summon points. I think that's how it is. Every time you kill an enemy, I'm not going there yet. Summon points. When you kill an enemy, you get summon points. And they let you summon monsters that you have previously defeated. Wait, I should word that better. Monsters that you have obtained throughout your travels. And ones that come with the character. For example, Anna only has one, I think. Let's go to summons. Yeah, only one. Friend Dog, which takes 5 SP, which takes up our entire bar. Oh, this thing. This is a slime cat. This brings you to a hub. This brings you to a hub where you can warp to other places where the slime cats are. What's this one, you may ask? Well, I'll get into that later. I cannot speak today. I'll get into that later. Anyway, I should stop rambling on. Let's just get to the first dungeon. Welcome to Ashwood Forest, the first dungeon of the game. A bit cliche to start off with the forest dungeon, but I'm fine with it. Anyway, in order to get into battles, these little things over here, these are different from the other things around the map that move. Instead of not being able to interact with them at all, you're actually able to interact with these. However, these are enemies, and if you do, you get into a battle. Now this is the point where I put bios of the enemies onto the sides if we encounter a new enemy. That way I don't have to interrupt the entire video just to talk about the enemy. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, during battle, you have a couple of things that you can do. You have skills, special, tactics, regular attack, summon, as I explained earlier. Equip, yes, you can actually change your equipment in battle, which I actually find really good. And item. Right now, though, I'm just going to regular attack. Like in most RPGs, enemies have weaknesses and resistances. And his bow currently is poison, which the bushes around this area are weak to it. Okay, now before I actually go on, I will say the music in this game is awesome. Firna, or however you pronounce your name, you did a really good job of this. I'll leave a link in the description below to both Matt Rozak and Firna's social media, if you want to follow them. I'm not forcing to, just giving you the option. On new enemies. Wooden idols. The most intimidating of enemies. Nah, I'm just kidding. Trust me, you're gonna see a lot of really scary enemies along the way. Well, not along the way in this dungeon, but along your journey, you'll see terrifying enemies. Now, if you remember from my last series, it actually took me a really long while, and I didn't even get into the first dungeon before the second part. Well, I'm not going to explain as many things. Instead, I'll be showing them as I go on in the game. Alright, just got a new character, Matt. Matt is a warrior, as you would probably guess, since, well, his weapon is a sword. 2 new enemies. Okay, when there's like a situation where there are multiple enemies at once, I'll be showing one enemy on the left side and another enemy on the right side. If there are 3 enemies, I'll be showing 2 of them, and then the last one will be showing 1 of them. And so on and so forth. Matt is what you would find in a warrior. Strong, bulky, not any magic at all. Let me look at that. 24 magic points. And we killed innocent dogs. Well, not exactly innocent, they're drinking alcohol, but eh. Oh crap, do I have it? Yeah, I do. I keep forgetting, when you get new characters, which there are only 4 of them in the game, when you get new characters, you get different summons as well. And when you get Matt, you get Scanbot, which is actually a vital thing in medals in this game. More new enemies. Good God. Yeah, in the beginning of the game, you'll be seeing a lot of new enemies. Well, of course they're going to be new, since it's your first time seeing them. I don't know what I just said. Anyway. Murdering innocent creatures for the fun of it. That's my favorite hobby. Oh god, that's gonna be taken out of context someday. I know it. Now, you'd think in most RPGs, as you level up, you gain new skills. Not in this one. Well, not in this game series in general. When you kill enemies, you get the ability points that you get to either level up your skills or learn new ones. Right now, I'm not going to be using any since, well, one, I barely have any. Two, I'm actually going to be saving up for a couple skills that I want later down the line. New enemies. This is going to take really long in editing. I can already tell. And I forgot to mention, the weapons that you get for everyone else may have special abilities. For example, Matt's Heaven's Gate. One, it will give you counterattack. Two, by chance, it's like luck-based. If you hit an enemy, sometimes it'll cast Holy Sword, as you may have seen earlier. I keep forgetting to scan them. They're great. Now this game is just like a casual think about your words. This game is a turn-based battle, like hit the things until they die. It's basically what it is. However, as the game gets on and on, like most RPGs, like I was saying, like most RPGs, you have to start strategizing, like, as you have new skills. Now, some places you can actually cross into and go into places that you shouldn't be in until later in the game. However, you are very limited to those areas, like I showed you in Greenwood Town and the Jungle Dungeon. Oh yeah, and with enemies, sometimes you can inflict sometimes either you can inflict status elements on them, or sometimes they'll inflict status elements on you, for example, like burn or accuracy down. One is more annoying than the other. Take a guess at which one. I forgot to check what difficulty I put on this. Because you can, in the game, you can change the difficulty freely whenever you want to. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Well, not exactly a bad thing, it's actually a pretty good thing. Like, if you're having trouble with a boss, just, like, take it down a notch. But if you're on the easiest one, then just go grind some more. It's pretty easy. Okay, I'm more normal. I'll show off how hard and epic is later down the line. Right now, though, you got more jellyfish. I don't know why jellyfish of all things in a lava place, but eh. Oh, and as you can tell, you miss a lot in this game. And I mean a lot. Because at the start, your accuracy is really low. Well, not exactly for Anna, since... Oh yeah, you can also check the stats of your characters as, like, during battle. You can click on their bars. You can check their stats. Anna's accuracy is not that bad, and Matt's actually not that bad either. Weird. I retract my statement. Oh, there's the holy sword right there. This block over here, we can't do anything yet. Go back here. And look at that. Made a new shortcut. Now, in this game, you don't have to, like, use food just to heal. I mean, sometimes you kind of do, since the region is very slow. However, if you wait a little bit, your characters will start to regen on the overworld. That way you don't have to waste items outside, instead you can use them inside battle. I honestly God really hope. Oh! Well, that just interrupted me. Limit breaks. They gather up as either you take damage or you damage the enemy. Those will give you an ultimate attack, like limit breaks do. I'm telling this to people that would most likely already know what this is. Anyway, limit breaks give you ultimate attacks that you can use against the enemies to do the massive damage. Those I recommend you Those I recommend to keep until you're like at a boss or you're at a really hard enemy that you just cannot shake off. Oh, look at that, I'm gonna have to use my first item. Usually I have to wait. Matt, are you kidding me? I'd appreciate if you stop burning me. Thank you. Anyway, I've been going a little bit too long. I'm gonna end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not sure if you enjoyed it or not, but if you did, leave a like. Or subscribe, I don't mind. Or do neither. I don't mind. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.